So, what do you actually want in life? Have you ever really asked yourself that question? Do you have a clear plan, meaningful goals, or are you just drifting through day after day, reacting to whatever comes your way? Most people never take the time to define what they truly want, and that's why life often feels frustrating or directionless. Let's do a quick exercise. Close your eyes for a moment and imagine your funeral. Not to scare you, but to bring clarity. One day, people will gather to remember you. What will they say about your life? Here lies someone who drifted through life, never taking risks. Here lies a person who wanted to change, but kept waiting for the perfect moment. Here lies someone who lived in fear, always reactive, never proactive. Here lies a person who let others dictate their path and ignored their own dreams. Here lies someone who talked about what they wanted but never actually did anything. Or here lies someone who had the courage to choose their own path, someone who pursued what truly mattered to them, someone who lived with intention, not by accident. Who would you like to be remembered as? Life can shift in a blink of an eye, and most people don't realize they've been drifting until it's too late to change direction. For the longest time, I told myself I didn't want a corporate life. I didn't want to feel stuck, controlled, or disconnected from myself. And yet, I spent years in exactly that situation. I was working in roles that didn't align with my values. I was living a life that felt suffocating. Having a 9-to-5 is important for stability, and stability is the #1 value for many people. But for me, it was authenticity, freedom, and peace, and I was getting none of that. I was suffocating. Why did I endure it for so long? Because I was living that life waiting for a paycheck to pay rent, get groceries, and maybe, after some time, save enough for a short escape from a life I didn't even enjoy. Only after I started burning out did I realize this life would never be fulfilling. That's when I started thinking about what I actually want in life. I divided my life into areas and started thinking of my biggest goals for each: career and finances, relationships and family, emotional and spiritual well-being.
Most people focus on what they don't want: stress, fear, discomfort. You hear it all the time. I don't want to be fat. I don't want to be single. I don't want to fail. But your subconscious doesn't understand negatives. It doesn't hear don't. It hears the main thing, the thing you're thinking about. The more you focus on what you don't want, the more your mind actually gravitates toward it. Energy gets wasted, opportunities are missed, life drifts by. So instead of thinking, I don't want, start thinking about what you actually do want. Don't forget, where energy goes, that flows. And this applies to your thoughts even more. Start by writing down what you truly want in life. Not what you think you should want, not what society says is valuable, but what excites you, what makes your heart beat faster, what makes you feel alive. Imagine your ideal day. What does it look like? What are you doing? Who are you with? How do you feel? Take time to notice the details, the sights, sounds, and feelings that come with living that life. Now go deeper. Who are you being in that life? Are you confident, curious, calm, courageous, patient, joyful? How do you carry yourself? What kind of energy do you radiate? What habits or mindsets define the person you are in that ideal day? Picture how you handle challenges. Do you respond with calm and clarity? Do you act decisively instead of reacting? Are you compassionate and generous while still staying true to your priorities? Imagine yourself thinking, feeling, and moving as the person you want to become. Notice how this version of yourself approaches life differently. Every thought, every decision, every action is aligned with this identity. The way you show up, the habits you practice, and the choices you make start to reflect the person you are becoming, even before your circumstances change. With that in mind, ask yourself, what actions can I take today? this week, this month, to move closer to that vision. Even the smallest step counts. Tiny changes compound over time. And as you act, focus not just on what you do, but who you are becoming with each choice. Focus on what energizes you, not what drains you. Where you put your energy determines what grows in your life. If you keep feeding fear, worry, and avoidance, that's what expands. But if you feed curiosity, courage, and creation, you build momentum toward what you want. Take responsibility for your focus. Decide consciously what thoughts you nurture, what beliefs you reinforce, and what actions you take. Consistency beats intensity. Small, deliberate actions repeated over time create real change. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Start now. Your life is shaped by what you focus on, what you choose, and what you do next. So, what do you actually want in life?